Hi, my name is Caitlin Cobalt, and this is my audience. Do you think you're at a healthy BMI now? Do you even know what a BMI means? BMI stands for Body Mass Index. A lot of people think they're healthy, or what their idea of healthy is. You could be overweight and not even know it. Do you know what obesity means? Obesity means having excessive body fat, which for most of us, we have excessive body fat. For adults, having a BMI of more than 30 means that you're obese. Let's look at how obesity is an increasing problem today. Obesity is one of the biggest problems we of America have today. If obesity rates stay consistent by 2030, more than half the population is going to be obese. We need to fix that. They're going to increase unless we do something about it today. Did you know obesity is one of the biggest leading causes of preventable death, underestimated by the public globally? Obesity comes with many health problems such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, liver failure, and eventually death. If so many of these problems are preventable, why are we not doing more to stop this? Let's do something about it today before we become part of a statistic. Now let's look at what causes obesity. There are so many causes for obesity, but there is not an underlying cause for how this happens. I would like to explain to you the factors that cause obesity. Overweight and obesity result from an energy imbalance. The body needs a certain amount of calories from food to keep up with basic functions. Over time, when we eat and drink more calories than we need, the energy imbalance tends to tip towards a weight gain, eventually leading to being overweight, and that may eventually lead to being obese. So we need to watch what we eat and what we consume, right? Many factors lead to energy imbalance and weight gain, including genetics, eating habits, lifestyles, and maybe influences from your peers. Is the government part of the problem why we're getting bigger? We're always told by the government to eat more carbohydrates than anything. When we eat a hard carbohydrate diet, not only do we avoid fats and proteins that need to function, but we also starve on a cellular level. As Dr. Eads puts it, because we eat is stored as fat and doesn't provide the energy that we need. As health writer Tom Norton explains, it's not surprising obesity started around the time these so-called experts told us that we needed more carbohydrates in our diet. Now let's look at how we can prevent obesity. Now we all know a little healthier eating and exercise couldn't help us, but it's not easy to start. So let's look at a start in the right direction. Did you know you can see someone to help with everyday routines? This is behavior modification therapy, which is a big success for starting weight loss. This includes setting realistic goals, sitting down and seeing your eating habits, and how to avoid bad eating habits. Although behavior modification is good, let's look at a long-term goal. Exercise greatly increases your chance of long-term weight loss. Starting an exercise program can be intimidating at first, but let's look at some strategies on how to help. Set realistic goals. Park your car further, participate in lower water aerobic exercises, walk for a few minutes every day, and eventually gradually increase to everyday routine. Furthermore, obesity can be controlled mainly by following a healthy diet, which includes lots of vegetables, high fiber, and plenty of water. Now let's look at the statistic that I have today. The prevalence of obesity among U.S. adults aged 20 to 74. Now let's look. At 1980, it was at 12.7%. Now let's jump to 2000. It jumped from 12.7% to 28.3%. Now let's look at 2009 to 2010. It was at 35.9%, which is not that bad compared to what the projection for 2030 is, which is nearly half the percent of the U.S. today. So I encourage you all to look at these statistics that I've said and to want to make healthier decisions. As a society, we need to take more steps to become healthier so we can avoid being obese in the future. I can tell you from my personal experience becoming healthier, I have never felt better than I do today. And at this moment in time, it was one of the best decisions I have ever made, and I hope you all make that choice in the right direction. My references I used for this speech were National Institute of Health U.S. Campaign to End Obesity, 18th April 2017, Department of Health and Human Services, 18th April 2017, Jerry L. Ballantine, Jet and Facts of Guidelines, April 2017, Micmac Networks, Inc., How the Government Caused Obesity, 18th 2017, Journal of Obesity and Eating Disorders, Obesity, 18th 2017, UCF Medical Center, Obesity Treatment, April 2017.